Hey there, it's Dr. Tom with EBM Fitness Solutions, and we're going to go over some of the key points when you're trying to work on some diaphragmatic breathing. So most people, when they're breathing quietly or just when they're not really exerting, focus on using their accessory muscles way too much. That's going to be the chest, shoulder, neck area. So we breathe kind of more with shrugging our shoulders as opposed to breathing through the diaphragm. So the diaphragm runs right along kind of like the bottom of our rib cage. It's a dome-shaped muscle. When we breathe, or when it contracts initially, it pulls downward. So our stomach kind of pushes out when we breathe in with the diaphragm. So that's normal. And then it recoils back up and it kind of pushes all the air out. That's what we're going to work on. That's what we're going to talk about. It's a great practice to get into for helping to kind of not rely on all these muscles here, which overworks them and it keeps them in this chronic state of tightness, which can be a source of shoulder pain, neck pain, headaches, other referred symptoms in the upper body here. So it also allows for a better exchange of gases in the body, right? In with the oxygen, out with the CO2, right? It's better overall. There is actually a connection to proper breathing and function of the diaphragm as it correlates to some low back pain issues. The diaphragm has attachments to the lumbar spine, and sometimes when we don't breathe properly, the body can start to rely on the diaphragm as a little bit of a stabilizer of the spine, which it really is not in a great position to do. So proper breathing can also alleviate some issues that might pertain to certain situations of back pain for some individuals. So it's a simple, but it's not necessarily an easy exercise to do. So what I'm going to have you do, you lay down. I would definitely encourage putting one or both hands on your stomach when you're working on this exercise. And in the beginning, don't worry too much about, breathing in for this long, holding and breathing out. Just make sure that when you breathe in, your stomach rises, and then as you breathe out, your belly should fall. As you get that part down, then you can have more of a cadence to it, where I'm going to go in for 4, I'm going to hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and then rest for 4, or something like that. Okay, so here's what we're going to work on. Laying down, knees bent. Usually it's a little bit of an easier position to work on. Take one or both hands. If you could use both, kind of lock your fingers together, put them on your stomach. Breathe in through your nose, and then you're going to breathe out through your mouth. So you're going to smell the flowers, blow out the birthday candles. Okay, simple. So hands here, big breath in, belly rises, and then so take your time breathing. Have pursed lips. Your lips are together. You're blowing out through pursed lips, not a, don't let it all out at once. So breathe in, belly rises, and then take your time with it. What you're trying to make sure is that everything comes down through here. When you're exerting yourself, then we use these accessory muscles to help. But if you're doing what we call quiet breathing, meaning you're not exerting, you're sitting at a desk or you're at home, you're doing something that doesn't really require a lot of energy, you should not be relying on these muscles too much for breathing. It should be coming down through here. So practice learning how to breathe with the diaphragm. Start in this position. There are other variations where you have to learn how to do this breathing technique behind a braced core and all these other things. This is an introduction to the whole idea. Simplify it. Lay down, make sure you're nice and relaxed, hands on the belly, breathe in, hands should rise, breathe out, hands should fall.